row your boat are more than the words to a children's song. They could be the key to victory in a race that starts this Thursday. On the theory that the past may be prologue, Luke Burbank takes us back 1 year.
It's a Wednesday afternoon in Port Townsend, Washington, just hours before the annual Race to Alaska gets started. And sailors like Matt Johnson are nervously making final adjustments.
If you are here for the swap meet, you're in the wrong place.
While crew captains get a final briefing of sorts.
If you are here to take a challenge, make it your own, and create a story that may live in your life forever, you are in the right place. Yeah.
And what a challenge it is. The Race to Alaska is one of the more unusual, more punishing events in American sport. A grueling 750-mile boat race from Port Townsend to Ketchikan, Alaska, with just one rule: no motors.
So it's a gnarly piece of coast. It's truly one of the last and wildest places on Earth.
And this is from the guy behind the race, Jake Beatty.
The tides run really fast, the wind howls, and when you get wind against tide, the sea becomes incredibly angry and dangerous.
Last year, some 200 sailors entered the race, some in rowboats and pedal boats, others in high-tech carbon fiber catamarans. Not to mention homemade dinghies with sails. Some people raced in teams, while others went it alone.
The good thing about being alone is that you win all the arguments. You don't know which one of you wins the arguments, but one of you is going to win it.
One of the biggest challenges, as Thomas Nielsen learned firsthand, is figuring out how to get some semblance of sleep while out on the water.
Since the beginning of the race, I think I've gotten about 7 hours of sleep. I'm on my third day on 7 hours of sleep.
I know, what up?
Food is another problem. Lugging it along and sometimes forcing yourself to even eat it.
We've been really trying to shovel the food down, which is surprisingly not that easy. The hunger and enjoyment of food as a ritual has just kind of disappeared.
On the pedal drive.
And maybe the toughest struggle of all, at least for the sailboats, is what to do when the wind isn't blowing.
I was thinking we might get 10 hours of rowing in throughout the whole trip, and we've been doing about 16 hours a day.
Race founder Jake Beatty.
Removing the ability for you to depend on a little button that starts a motor, it changes your relationship to the water when there's no get-out-of-jail-free card.
And no fun for Matt Johnson, who may have made the biggest sacrifice of the entire race before it even started.
This is all your wine and beer money?
This is all my wine and beer money, yes.
It really paid off,
yes.
Man.
Johnson, a competitive cyclist, redirected that money to pay for the single-seat, pedal-powered boat that he worked on for months in his garage.
So you do not expect to win this race with your boat?
I don't expect to win.
Then some might ask why do it?
Because I want to see how far I can go or how fast I can go.
As it turned out, not that far. Johnson broke a pontoon just minutes into the race and had to turn back. But he wasn't alone.
We're going a whopping 1.25 nautical miles an hour.
Almost half the teams never even made it to Alaska. And those that did endured pungent weeks at sea.
I'm pretty sure the stars are helping us go faster. This bench is moving us along. We got some buddies swimming with us.
But there are moments of beauty out there with the dolphins and the whales. This crew, Team Mad Dog, didn't have time to take in all that scenery, though. They sailed day and night for 4 straight days, sleeping in 20-minute shifts and winning in record time.
There they are! There they are! Yes!
Their prize? $10,000. Barely enough to tow the boat home from Alaska.
Amazing.
Second prize, and we're not kidding here, is a set of steak knives.
To reach Ketchikan,
You have to build your own little victory every hour, every day.
Despite the dangers, no one has died in the race yet, but limits have been and will be pushed, and then broken. Which is just how race founder Jake Beatty likes it.
I've never met a more powerful teacher than the sea, and I'm excited for more people to have those sort of crucible moments out there on the water.
For those looking for a guaranteed crucible moment, this year's race starts Thursday morning in Port Townsend. No motors allowed.